All right, welcome to my second video regarding Farm Sim 2025. I'm going to talk a little bit about the things that I found. We played for a couple hours this morning before I had a photo shoot that I had to go do. But before that, I had a chance to play online for a little bit. And I'm already discovering some of these things that I like about this new version of the game. Now, there are some glitches. You just saw that black screen flash. That's one of the things that I've run into that I don't like. And we talked about the graphics a little bit and how they are much improved. They are similar, but they definitely are higher res than Farm Sim 22. And the crops, like the grass, look how thick the grass looks. It is, and once again, I don't know if you're really seeing this, if it gets lost in the translation into YouTube, or if it's something that you guys can see. But the crops they talked about this a little bit, about the crops being thicker, more dense. The grass looks a lot better. It just looks a lot more realistic and thick. We definitely do have some things that are still kind of goofy, like the seeds. What is this? We got carrots. Okay. This is the Japanese map. Once again, that's the second thing I'd say I probably really like about this new version. The maps are all good. We have the repeat of the... I'm not going to be able to say it right. Zilonka. That's the Polish map, which is just a beautiful map already. And we also have this new Japanese map, which is also beautiful. It has some really cool details. Obviously, they showed a lot of footage of the town in the preview and stuff like that. And the town's real pretty, but the map itself is really nice. This is really cool looking. And we have like a field flutter. We can take a look at some of the new equipment. But so the second thing for me is definitely the map. The maps, they were kind of surprisingly good. The third thing is going to be the variation of crops. We have all kinds of different greenhouses now. These are all little things that just make it neat. And of course, we knew about this, but you grow your rice seedlings in here. Active production. We are missing materials. Well, I got to figure out how to do this, but we have rice saplings in here, and you can take these out and then put them onto your harvester. You can move them around. There's pallets that come out that you can grab and load onto your rice planter, which is over here. That's cool. But one of the things that I found during the stream, and we knew these were coming, but things that were kind of a surprise to me that I've really been excited about. These trucks that they included, they've given us a bunch of new vehicles, both in the truck and in the regular vehicle categories. You got this little guy. This is pretty neat. Not really that useful, but it is good for scooting around the farm and maybe carrying one or like a bag of seed or something. But I'm always downloading these because I love a lot of the farms in the area where I live. They use now not necessarily the Isuzu, but we do see Lizard/Isuzu trucks. More often than not, we see American branded dump trucks, but we have an international pickup truck that also has a dumping bed like this. A little different style, but this is really nice that this is now included in game. And this is a great, I'm going to probably buy one of these for my first farm. Because with the modules, you can use it to move things around. You can change it to a grain hauler like it's set up now. But you can also use it for like a flatbed. So you can take the sides off and use it for putting, moving bales or moving products from the shop. This is like a very useful thing. And so I love these modular trucks where you can change stuff out. And I'll show you a couple more of them. Another neat new feature, obviously the menu system is really cool. And everything's in actual categories, which is amazing. Little things like this make a nice difference. So we have a motorbike right to begin with. That's really cool. We see the Kubotas are back in again. And we've got this little guy for $5,500, the ape. This pickup truck, this was a real exciting thing for me. That's a really cool vintage pickup truck. No longer do we have the generic old pickup truck. We now have an international. I think it's a Series 200. I don't know if they still consider this a Scout or not, but it's an international pickup truck, which is really cool. We also have this weird Skoda station wagon. If you want a car, but they use it for towing apparently. There's a tow hitch on it. For those of you that don't know, Skoda is a Czech Republic car manufacturer. It is a real company, and they do make cars. We got the old Lizard pickup. That hasn't changed. Yeah. But then we have the little guy, and that's, once again, it's pretty neat. Coming back out to the truck category, these are the two that get the Dragon. That's the Isuzu, what I call the Isuzu. We've got this. I didn't know this was coming, and to me, that's kind of a nice surprise that we actually have a name brand pickup truck in the game at last. You can have it both crew cab and day cab setups. Here you go. There's the crew cab. There's the day cab. Obviously, a bunch of different colors to pick from. And you can pick a flatbed or a tipper, or this is kind of cool, a box body. So you can use it to move pallets and stuff around. I don't know how you load these without having a dock, though. So it's going to be an interesting thing to try to load these, except for by hand, maybe. So that's pretty neat. And the flatbed, of course, is very useful, too, for moving hay. But you could use this for moving grain around and stuff. I mean, it's pretty low, though, so you don't carry as much. I feel like the Japanese truck is more effective, obviously, because you can put that dumper body that we saw on it. Those three settings are more useful. We also have this nice international classic Transstar, and it's you're available. You can have the shorter long wheelbase and the day cab version, which should be recognizable from SnowRunner. That's the same truck that's in SnowRunner. And it comes with some really cool paint schemes. I like that one. Love that one. They're great. These are classic schemes, so pretty cool stuff. We also have most of the Max. I think we're missing the Pinnacle, but we got the other Max. And the Volvo. Now, we're missing the classic Volvo, too. There might be some people that are sad about that. I think some of those things will come in a couple days. Usually, they get the game out, and then they start releasing the extras that they have for it. Things that are a little bit of a disappointment to me, we're missing forklifts. I love forklifts. We've only got 2 available. The cheaper ones are gone. That kind of sucks. So hopefully they'll fill that in pretty good. As far as like the tractors and stuff, we are a little bit lower than I would like to see on the amount that's available. There's not a huge selection right now, but we know that those will come with the mods. Surprising omissions, though, are like the Farmall C that we had, the little modern case tractor. The John Deere 5M is missing. The New Holland 5 is, and the 4 and 5 from New Holland are missing. Not that they haven't done a 4 in a while, but the 5 is missing. So we're missing some low-end tractors that we used to have. New Holland, they had nothing from New Holland, nothing from Case, nothing from John Deere in the small tractor size. That would be something that I know American players are probably not going to be super happy about. We do have a small John Deere, which is nice. But when I say John Deere, I'm talking about like the 5M and stuff like that. So back in the game is this little Sammy. So it's interesting to see them back in. Obviously, it's the same exact tractor as the Deutz, with different headlights. Yeah. Medium tractors, let's look through here. Kubotas, that's the other one. The Kubota tractors are missing too, the 2 smaller ones. We only have the 8. We're missing the 6 and the 7. So, yeah. We have the AgroStars back. And Steyr. But we don't have the middle-sized Sammy either, which is interesting that they put the little one in, but not the middle. I don't know. Large tractors, I don't ever get this big. Sometimes I do, but there aren't that many to pick from once again. And you'll notice that Versatile is gone. I don't see anything from Challenger either. Because it's interesting because we have a mid-sized Challenger, but we don't have any large Challenger tractors anymore. So those are gone. So that's kind of a disappointing thing. But like I said, they will add in stuff as the weeks go by. We'll get more and more stuff. The other thing, too, and this is the same problem that we had with Farm Sim 22, there really is only one beginner-level harvester. I wish we had some other, like the Komiya C6, or like a small John Deere, like a vintage John Deere track. Like, they have a couple different options that give us a 1. And I know most farms are supposed to move past these pretty quick, but I find myself using the beginning harvester for a long time. So that's a little bit of a disappointment that we don't have more of those available. But whatever. Plenty of forage harvesters. The next thing that was a big surprise to me that I didn't think I would like at all, but I love, is the new GPS / auto steer system. So What we do is you pull up to the field, and this guy, let's take a look at the specs of this thing in the shop. I'm not sure what the width is, but this guy is not mentioned how wide it is. It just is. Okay. I'm going to guess about 5 meters, but if we go in, you hold down the H button, it brings up the AI settings, and we're going to turn that off, and we're going to go to steering assist. And this is a number of headlands. We're going to do 3 headlands on this one for whatever reason. Let's do 2. Why not just 2? Okay. And it says this is on auto, so it's saying that this is 2 meters wide, so I was way off. No side offset, and we're going to say on. Okay. And connect. And it's thinking about it. And you'll see down the bottom right hand, it says inactive. And now it's ready. And you can see you got some lines on there. The blue lines are the outside where it's going to try to steer. The yellow line is what it's going to be steering for. So I'm turning this on by pressing the B button. And then I turn on the harvester. I think it has to be, does it have to be opened? It has to be lowered. And now I'm pressing the cruise control. Actually, ready? And cruise control on. And it will automatically steer for you. So this is really nice. And you can turn those lines, if you don't want to see the lines in person, but you know they're there, once you have your headlands established or your head space or whatever, and you can turn those off. So then if I press A again and then press cruise, I'm sorry, B, not A. You can see he automatically goes into position here. And he's going to harvest this rice. And he did all the steering by himself. I didn't have to do any of the steering. When you're in the cockpit, that's what you see. And we'll do one more row here so you can see this again. It beeps when you're getting close to the end of the line to let you know it's going to go out. And we did. And now we're going to go here, and I'm going to press the B button, and I'm going to turn on the cruise control. And he's going. Now, this is not so great on a little field like this, though it does help. But it's really great in situations where you are on a large field. So this helps things go a lot more quickly when you're on a large field. The other thing that I want to point out is that the AI follows these same lines. So the AI workers no longer mess up. They will do the outside of the field in 2 or 3 headlands. Let's see if he steers. No, he didn't. He can't follow that tight of a line, that tight of a curve. And we're going to go ahead and he did auto steer right there. You saw that? He missed a little bit. I'll have to go back and grab that. But yeah, so that the workers will follow these same lines. And so they don't get lost anymore. It's great. They make it so that they can maneuver around the field and they don't get lost, which is a big help. Also for mowing and stuff, it's a big help. Like you can use it to bale. If you set the baling at the header size, I've been using it to collect bales or to pick up the materials just by following the lines. And the tractor will steer itself. So it reduces fatigue like on your hands and stuff from using the controller. Not that you have to do that, but it's nice to be able to just kind of back off a little bit and relax and let it do the steering for you. And if you have a big enough field, just set the joystick down and you can let the machine do its job and have a hands-off approach. The only time you have to control it is when you get to the edges. So... and it's there. It's beeping, letting us know we're getting close. So it won't turn for you. You have to turn for it, but it'll do everything else. And once it gets on track, then you just go ahead and press it. Now, I have noticed there is a little bit of graphical lag. Once again, with the new graphics, you have some prices to pay. It's not super bad, but it's also, I hope they optimize it. But that's just the way it is for now. So those are the things that I'm real excited about so far. I will continue to make videos as we get into it, but I just wanted to make a simple short video for you. so that you can see the cool things that I've discovered so far in the game. I mean, there's a host of other things like being able to make your own animal pen sizes, though it's expensive, but you can set them out the way that you want them to be, and the shape that you want them to be on the field that you want them to be, and they're pretty unrestrictive. The other thing that's great is, there's a bunch of new greenhouses and stuff. Obviously, we have baby animals. There's just a whole host of things that we'll get into, but I think for now, that's good. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Have a great night, and we will see you in Farm Sim 25. I will start a couple series here in the next day or two. I just kind of want to absorb everything first and make decisions on how I'm going to run my farm, because there's a lot of things to choose. So we'll see you guys soon. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, voice up, and don't forget, if you order the game and you're interested in buying this now that you've seen how cool it is, don't forget to use my partner code when you order from the Giants website. And that partner code is Chapman, C-H-A-P as in Paul, M-A-N. It's in the description. Also, don't forget to check out the Twitch channel. We will be streaming fairly frequently over the next couple days, weeks. So that's going to be King Arthur's. It goes King Arthur's Sim Games is the name of the channel. And that link is also in the description. So if you're having a hard time remembering all that, it is in the description, so you don't have to worry. I will see you guys next time. Bye.